darnos por vencidos, renunciar a la revolución, renunciar al socialismo, rendirnos.
For years, Cuba and the United States have been at opposite ends to the political ideologies. Cuba, under Fidel Castro's rule, has been a communist regime, while the United States have been capitalistic. Because of this, much of Cuban culture has come from refugees who have escaped the island and traveled to Florida. From there, the culture has expanded across the United States. The people of Cuba make a living like any other civilian would. From agriculture to engineering, Cubans have a place in helping their government thrive. However, the economic state of Cuba is quite low, so the government has to pay their officials quite poorly, making doctors have to drive taxis or run shops as a second job to make ends meet.
Today, my colleagues and I will be eating and experiencing Cuban food from the Cuban Cafe located in Bakersfield, California. Cuban food revolves around fish, but primarily pork. Hopefully, my colleagues and I find a new tasty dish that we love.
The Cuban Cafe, or Café Rincón, is a family-owned Cuban restaurant. It is tiny and has a very basic setting. The restroom is located outside of the restaurant. You have to get the key from the server. The restaurant is considered on budget for dinner or lunch. Service is described as very polite and attentive, though slightly understaffed at times. The restaurant has overall positive reviews as an authentic Cuban spot. It is located on 1907 South Chester Avenue, past the Valley Plaza shopping mall.
We're here at the Cuban Cafe. David, what are you gonna go eat?
Okay, so today I'll be trying the traditional Cuban sandwich. It's ham, pork, Swiss cheese, pickles, mayonnaise, and mustard.
Jacob, how about you?
Today I'll be trying the camarón enchilado, which comes with shrimp simmered with green and red bell peppers, along with onions and spicy red sauce. How about you, Jose?
Today I'll be having the ropa vieja sandwich. It has shredded beef, mayonnaise, Swiss cheese, and tomato. Alright, David, what do you have?
So I ordered the traditional Cuban sandwich, and this is my first bite.
That was nice.
Alright, Jose, so what will you be having?
We'll be having the ropa vieja, and this is my first bite.
How does it taste?
Really good. Jacob, what will we have?
Today I'll be having the camarón enchilado.
Even though this is Cuban food, it really resembles Mexico because the culture is practically the same. So we have pork, camarón, ham.
So why'd you get coffee, Jose?
Well, it can't be a cafe without coffee. Hey, are you guys full? Oh man, me too.
And our final course of the day is obviously dessert, and we all ordered a slice of flan.
Alright, take a bite. How is it?
The syrup is really strong.
So Jacob, what did you think of the service or the restaurant?
Well, after seeing the episode on the Cuban life, I thought it was very nice, and there's a lot of similarities I saw in between them.
Alright. Would you consider going to the country?
Probably.
Probably.
I really like the food, and hopefully it's the same.
All right. David, what about you? Did you like the food?
Okay, so the food was amazing. And just to give you guys an idea, those of you who know me know that I don't get full very easily. And I had only eaten about half of the traditional Cuban and I was already full. So I give props to the cooks because that food was amazing and I highly recommend it.
What about the country of Cuba? Would you consider going?
I would definitely consider visiting Cuba.
So Jose, what did you think of the food?
Oh, the food was pretty good actually. I enjoyed the coffee. It was actually pretty strong, as well as the syrup on the flan. So I had to take a rest right after that.
So Jose, would you ever consider visiting Cuba?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like Mexico, so I don't think there'll be kind of like a difference to it. So yeah, I'll go. And this concludes our visit to the Cuban Cafe.